How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you, my guy?
Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Get your popcorn, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show.
Get some
Everyone, introduce yourselves.
Yo, so you guys already know who I am. Like, this is my channel. Come on, bro. It's the
Be
ultimate.
confident. What is this? We need to see some voice. We have Alpha Master here.
We got Casillas Keeper Punish, my YouTube channel. Got
Yes, sir.
Oh shit!
Got like
Yeah,
30
I'm gonna
subscribers.
put you in the description. I'm gonna put you in the description.
Oh shit! Yeah, your YouTube channel. I forgot you two other have YouTube channels. I was just so
0 viewers. So amazing.
I'm so focused on my channel, you know.
And here we have the legend, bro. AK.
Oh, I thought you're pointing that way. I thought you were pointing this way. I'm this way.
I'm in this way on the stream, bro. You need
Okay, all right. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Hold on. But yeah, okay. Let's just get into the topic, okay? I think we've been yapping for two.
I'm trying to give you a handshake. There it is.
Okay. Get to the podcast topics.
All
right.
Bro. What the fuck, bro?
Today's topic is
What?
Today's topic is actually going to be all about why pornography is something that in this generation is affecting our generation, bro. You know, it's kind of like real, and I think we are all victims of this. It's just that when we learn about it, we didn't really realize the damage that it is causing on our brains, our mental health, our ability to think right. It's kind of it's kind of damaging our senses pretty much, you know. So we're gonna start, bro. I'm just gonna ask right now. The best possible scientist that we have nowadays is going to be ChatGPT. So
I thought you were gonna say Dr. Oz or something. No.
I mean,
not even
all our information. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I mean, also, it is a podcast. You know, you don't need to talk to ChatGPT. You have other two patients here, fully experienced. So yeah, you can ask away. Unless if you really want a definition for it, then that's completely fine.
Yeah. So this is basically going to be. This is from ChatGPT. So the effects of pornography on the brain. And you know what, bro? I'm just going to let this go. Hey, bro. So let me know, what are the effects of pornography on the brain? So,
Watching pornography affects the brain in a few key ways. First, it triggers the release of a feel-good neurotransmitter, which is the brain's reward system. Over time, this can lead to changes where more or more intense content is needed to get the same level of satisfaction, a bit like building a tolerance. Second, there might be changes in brain structure and function, especially in areas tied to motivation, decision-making, and self-control. This is similar to what happens with other addictive behaviors. Third, it can impact relationships by setting unrealistic expectations about sex and intimacy, potentially making real-life relationships less satisfying or causing emotional distance. Lastly, heavy use can lead to mental health issues like increased anxiety, depression, and guilt, especially if it interferes with daily life or goes against personal values. It's a complex topic and varies from person to person, but these are some of the main effects. If it's causing problems, talking to a professional can be a good idea.
Okay, that was amazing. Thank you.
And you had it here, folks. That was the podcast. Pornography explained by ChatGPT. Like, subscribe, donate. Do you have a Patreon? Make a Patreon.
I need to make a Patreon.
Subscribe to the Patreon. OnlyFans. Let's go. Okay.
What about people who want to donate their sperm? How are they gonna? Right?
We don't want sperm. We want money, bro.
So
the people that's donating sperm can. Okay, anyways, I agree with the ChatGPT. Okay, first of all, and I would like to also add that it makes a good point on when pornography gets into relationships. It does, and that is the key issue that I feel like is is like the worst one in the case, is because relationships are requirements that, us humans need. And it doesn't, I don't know specifically what time we're going to like, for anyone, everyone has their own time, right? But eventually a relationship does occur. But when porn is in the equation, it messes up the friendships. It messes up the relationships that you could, and the potential relationships you have with your significant other, right? And what porn does is teaches you to, or gives you these actions that are acted within the scenes, and your brain gets conditioned to those actions, like violent aggression, you know, and then you act on those towards your partner, thinking that that's normal. Maybe your partner is not okay with that. And then it just becomes a whole confusion, if that makes sense, you know? And that's what I found an issue with pornography, is that people make scenarios up in their own heads. They obsess about it too much. And the more you obsess over something, the more worse it gets for you. And you see that things don't align with you, and you don't get to follow and have a sense of direction whenever you are approaching anything, when you're obsessing over it, especially when it comes to pornography, and the dopamine, just like ChatGPT said, when you're constantly overusing it, it just gets, like, can anyone agree in here, like, about that? Like, when you just like constantly
So
do
I'm going
something.
exactly, bro. I'm gonna emphasize a little bit on what you just said because I I have experienced that dopamine feeling, and I have to say, in the moment, it helps, especially if you're stressed out. Like there is no reason to deny it. This is why it's.
Yeah.
I agree that nowadays it can be classified as an addiction because it's kind of your escape from the stress of life. It doesn't have
Yeah,
to be
because it
healthy.
grew, bro. It grew
Exactly.
as well. Like,
It's better. I mean, a better replacement to it because it actually releases oxytocin, which is a hormone that it has to do with the hype of having of being in a relationship, of expressing, like, of feeling uh, that love, but it's fake, of course, because it's a screen. I mean,
mhm.
if it gets to the point where it's kind of like a live stream and you're live streaming with somebody else, and it gets more exciting like that, then I agree that oxytocin may feel more real, but it's still virtual. That person is not with you. You know what I mean? But the problem is that this dopamine, it is exaggerated, and the levels of dopamine needs to be constant, needs to go like in this rhythm. What porn does, it elevates it all the way over here, and then it stays all the way over here, and then there's gonna be a point where it's gonna decline. So you're gonna need no you're gonna need more. You know what I mean? And that's why it
Yeah.
becomes addictive. Then
Hmm.
your brain wants more. But you can replace it with, for example, what we're doing right now. This is a perfect way to replace that feeling. Like right now, we're talking. You think in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I want to watch porn. No, because I'm enjoying the conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Put yourself in situations where you cannot, act on what you want to do, or like something that is unconscious in your body, like, like wanting to do it, like, and you don't want to do it, then, put yourself in a situation where it's a healthy thing, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you're alone at home and you're like, okay, well, you know, you think no other thing and you do it, don't call up a friend and hang out with that friend, or go for a run, or go to the park, and
yeah,
we previously talked about this, but like, I just wanted to emphasize on that though, because it is a really good exercise to do, and it's really good to train your brain to, not do those things and not to destroy yourself. Instead, do healthy choices, make healthy choices.
but
And it's the simplest things.
it's really funny, bro. Because earlier today, I was like just scrolling through social media, and then I saw this creator. uh, like the thing is that I was looking for a picture on Snapchat, and then on the Snapchat you have like of course the content creators, they're OnlyFans, obviously, you know. And then I see this girl, and then all she does is just post pictures and be like, "Hey, who thinks I'm pretty?" And then you see like 10,000 people commenting her, "Yeah, you're the prettiest," and whatever. Like these guys don't even know her. Like what the fuck? And in my head I'm like,
Yes.
bro,
Yeah.
how lonely do you have to be to be commenting over somebody that you don't even know just because she shows a little bit of provocation and she's pretty, but like, bro, and then there's a guy that's like, you're the reason I'm still alive. Like, I'm like, what the is wrong with this generation?
Bro, that's
What's
the
wrong with
thing.
that, bro?
That exactly.
It's so fucking
That's when
fast.
delusion. That's when delusion plays and takes part, bro. And that's what's delusion, and that's what all the customers, if you want to say, to OnlyFans creators are. And I'm not blaming the OnlyFans creators. They're not the issues in this case. It's the people that are filling their pockets. That's the issue. Do you understand what I mean? Look, there's one thing to make content. You could say the most stupidest shit out there, okay? But it has nothing to do with where it's reaching. It's mainly like the people that are supporting that. You know what I mean? Supporting the idea of it.
But
And
you
the
have to
people that are
think
supporting it,
why. You have to think why are they supporting it?
because isolation, they're alone. They don't know about or they don't know about like relationship interactions. They don't know what it's like to, have a significant other. You know what I mean? And feel true love and how to like communicate with that. You know what I mean? Maybe
I
they
think
might have the love for someone. Maybe they might like have that passion, but they don't know how to communicate it. And that's the only issue. And
I don't
it's
even think it's
communication
about.
is a big thing.
Yeah, but like the thing also is that it's not also even about communication. Like some people are just lost, you know, and some
Yeah.
people are trying to find that connection, but to find that connection, I think like the first step is you need to accept in yourself that you need help. You need to accept it for yourself because normally the people that go into pornography they have a lot of problems that are dealing inside of them and they're not seeking for that help because porn is an easy escape to the problem,
Yeah.
so they are not
Yeah.
looking to get help and they keep like hiding it and hiding it and normally
until it
nobody
gets
knows.
until it gets so big though, until it gets so big that they're like, then they start complaining and start saying like, I put down like 20K to you, and you didn't
Oh
even give me
shit,
an
bro.
inch. But it's like at that point it's like it's too late because you drained your pockets, you wasted your energy, you wasted your time on someone that is a creator, is a entertainer. You know what I mean? Like, instead of that, you could have went and tried to find a girl or a guy out there. You know what I mean? Instead of having to like sit behind a
Yeah,
screen
but
and
like the thing is
constantly donate.
that like the first step is to get help, and I think that's the hardest step because when you when you have a lot of problems, now it's harder for you to trust other people because you
Yeah,
feel that everyone
100%.
else is going to just hurt you. That's what your
Yeah,
mind
and
is
then
thinking. So
and
yeah,
also
Mm.
remember you were talking about Covenantize, the app to help block it
the
out.
application that yeah, and we talk about is like me and Nick were talking about this application called Covenant Eyes, which is like a subscription so that like it blocks any pornography content from the internet. It blocks it so that you cannot watch it. And I don't know bro, how you been doing with it.
I haven't used it yet, but how about you? Have you tried checking it out?
I check it out. I check it out,
Yeah,
but honestly, I think like also it's like shaming people because they watch pornography. I think that's also an issue because it's kind of like it doesn't really help. It's like if you go to Alcoholic Anonymous, normally people there are trying to quit alcohol, but the worst way that they can quit it is if people are shaming them for drinking alcohol. You know, it's like a step by step process. You know that your addiction
Definitely.
is destructive, and you're taking steps that are that are going to help you avoid it. And like talking that we are talking is, I think is really good. Like
No,
we
definitely. I agree. I agree. And yeah, it is the root cause. Like, and that's what makes addicts or anyone just double down on their actions, is when someone else makes them feel terrible about it. You know what I mean?
yes, the
But it
shame
is one it
always
is
is really
one
bad.
thing to feel shame, right? It is one thing to feel shame because you do need to feel negative emotions in order to get those positive emotions. So you need to also feel negative emotions. Like, I'm not going to lie and say that lollipops and sunshine when you're addicted to something, especially when it comes to masturbation. You know, like it is not the nicest emotion. You're like, I don't want to sit down and say, you're addicted, but it's fine, but it's not fine. And also I feel like in terms of that subscription basis, I feel like it's more better if you both don't use it. And I know you guys aren't using, but I mean just in general, like to not use it. And I feel like it's more like healthier for your brain if you learn to self control and not have to rely on a software, and you're paying money for it too, keep in mind, right? For free. And also,
Yeah.
next time you don't need the subscription for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Because what if then you're like, okay, I'm good now. I'm not doing it. And then you get the subscription off, and then you see something, you're like, oh shit, and then you go right back into it. Where else, when it's in your face, you know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like for example, with me, Instagram, my Snapchat, my whatever other social medias out there, everything has its own niches, and you understand what the main niches around that nowadays. Okay, you understand it. Okay, and it's not the best, it's not the most healthy, but also keep in mind you're your own person. You have your own device. You could, you know, just be in control of yourself. It doesn't take that much, just like you said, healthy actions, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
take much to just turn off your phone. It really doesn't. Like I know that whole scrolling thing, I know the dopamine FX, whatever. But at the end of the day, all you got to do is just one button. That's it. And then just leave it, go outside.
It's
That's my
easier.
best advice, bro.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. Like actually, I have what I've done, and it really helps me is to write. I write
Oh.
whenever I'm feeling like I'm having like issues. I tend
Mm-hmm.
to write down what I'm feeling, because that scrolling problem, I also still have it. I know how it feels, and it's true that you can just turn it off the phone and go for a walk, and but like why you are scrolling is because you don't want to be alone with your thoughts at that moment. When you need to face your thoughts, it's something that you must do. But for example, you may feel shame of something that you did, and that's why you don't want to accept it. So you just want to avoid the root problem, and then you're just scrolling and watching actual speed or streamers or anything to waste the time, and it's, of course, that's not healthy. But what I have written, and I want you guys to give me like your opinions, is
Okay.
a 5 step process, a step-by-step process. Is 5 steps to stop watching porn. This is how
Okay.
you stop watching porn. And it cannot only apply for pornography. It can apply honestly to anything in life. So the first step is to recognize the environment. So Nick, where would you be more tempted to watch porn? Like, what are the environments where you will feel like, in here is where I mostly will be tempted to watch it?
I'd say the environment would be nighttime in my room, and
Yeah.
I also have my laptop here. That's another temptation. But if I put my phone and laptop in another room and just sleep with a without a timer, I sleep better. I just got to sleep like an hour before I go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with Nick. Like the house environment and what the roof under your head, I feel like is the most comfortable where you could be. And I feel like your room, especially when you're, by yourself and you have your privacy, that's when your brain starts to, develop emotions and feelings and thoughts, and then starts creating this whole thing and an idea for you to act on those
Yeah.
feelings that you're feeling.
And
All right.
And
it's
I
crazy.
agree on that.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but like, of course, I feel it if I am making bad choices. That's why I tend to have a morning routine, and I have to do my morning routine before I even think about touching my phone. And that really helps me, because before, like, that my main temptation will be early in the morning when I first wake up. That's when I will have the most temptation. But now, because I have to do my morning routine, then I cannot even think about touching the phone, and that's really helping me, bro. This is a very
Hmm.
good technique. Not even touch the phone until you do your morning routine. Do your bed, eat breakfast. For me, when I feel the like when the day is long and I have to work out that first hour in the morning. I work out first hour in the morning. Man, it's like it helps my whole day, bro. For real, it's such a
Yeah,
life. It's
developing
such a life hack,
a
bro.
schedule is like the best thing to like do is to keep, yeah, or just like you said, like to keep yourself busy. Like that's, I feel like, is the healthiest action to do.
But like how what I was saying is that when for me and that may be surprising. I don't know if you guys agree, but I feel tempted when I go outside, for example, to the mall or to the gym, and then I might see like other women with their outfits, and if for me that's also a temptation that I might have. I don't know if I'm the only one, but that happens to me as well, and I have to be
I,
totally honest with you. You know,
I mean, it for me, like I went to the gym like recently too, and I don't really like, I don't know how to explain it because I don't really like see girls like that. Like I don't know, like when I go to the gym, like I'm in my own environment. I normally go alone. I put my headphones in, I listen to music, and all I'm focusing is like my sets. Like I know you see it in the corner of your eye. I
yeah,
know, like you catch it, right? You're not like looking like that, you know? You're just like you
no,
see it, and then it stays in your head, and then you're thinking about it, and then you keep overthinking, and then you're like, oh man, my day's ruined or something. I don't know. It just messes
it's
up
not that it's
something.
ruined. It's that the temptation for me like it rises because of what I see, and it's been
Mm.
kind of like a issue. And in Spain, bro, like when I went to Spain, you cannot even imagine the amount of temptation. Like you go out in the streets, it's temptation everywhere because like
But
it's a lot of young girls going out, and it's like it's mainly like their clothing, you know. And it's not that I am like thinking like a pervert. It's just that I am. It kind of affects me. It kind of affects like my brain because it's like uh, those girls is kind of like oh I've seen them in porn. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I associate their clothing already subconsciously with what I've already seen in pornography. So that's why it
mm,
kind of like uh, it's not helping me, and it kind of makes me want to watch the pornography. You know what I mean?
no, I get it, man. But also keep in mind that like you know nowadays like anyone wears anything. You know what I mean?
And I don't, yeah,
Look at like fashion. Look at anything. You know, everyone wears everything now, and especially with females as well. They're gonna wear exposing clothing. They're gonna wear
and
anything they
there are
want.
guys that are dressed like that too. There are guys that don't wear a shirt. You know, it's not only girls; it's both sides.
Yeah,
And I made
no,
a video
I,
about it in the past because
mhm.
for me, I have an opinion where like I mean, you can dress however you want, but like if you want to dress with the purpose of trying to seek attention, that's how you will dress. Because if you are dressing normally, like I am, like we are right now, it's because we are not trying to seek attention, you know. So for
No,
me, it's kind of like
I get it, but
yeah.
also like some people just want to wear revealing clothing just for themselves too. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole different thing with like females. Like I don't know how to explain it myself, but all I know is that they like dressing up. They like wearing clothes. They like wearing what they want to wear. They like going out, and they love doing things like that. And I know it's an issue for you, but I feel like with you, you need to learn how to adapt to that. Like I'm not saying condition your mind. I'm not saying normalize it, but I'm just saying, just you don't need to even like focus on that. You know what I mean?
That's
It's a
what I'm
better
trying
way
to.
for
That's
because
what I'm trying to do, man. It's
okay,
honestly it is hard work, and for me that's why
definitely,
if I meet somebody who prefers to dress conservatively, I really appreciate it. You know, I'm like, thank you for your choice. Like that's
yeah,
my
and
opinion.
that's your preference when it comes to your partner. But where else with
Yeah.
the public, you don't, you're not saying like wear this or wear that,
No,
right?
I'm never gonna tell anybody how to dress. It's just that for me, I much rather uh, have a relationship with somebody who prefers to dress conservatively over like just dressing to show off. You know,
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. You know.
No, I get it, bro. That's completely fine. Like that's your preference at the end of the day. Everyone has their own things. And like going back to the main topic, which is environment, and you said like going to the gym and like seeing revealing clothing, and that, yeah, definitely your environment does impact like everything about your life, everything about your life, and who you surround yourself with, what you constantly see. And I agree, man. It does get really damaging, especially for in your case. You know, like it's a tough issue, but I respect that you understand the issue and you know you're improving on it. You know, and that's just all it is. To give it time, and also, you know, with time we'll see.
Yeah, and like that's like step one, just
Mm-hmm.
recognizing where where is it that I feel this temptation and why am I feeling this temptation? You know? Because temptation is, bro, we are human beings. I mean, we are going to feel this whether we want it or not at some point. Like, this is something that I agree with Muslim culture, is that the
Mm.
Muslims believe in like conservatism, like don't show off, like protect your body. That's something that I agree with because like it's less likely to feel temptation if your environment, your whole environment is respecting that conservatism. Now,
Mm-hmm.
in cultures where that is not respected, you just need to learn how to deal with that. You just need to learn that you need to be focused on yourself. If there is somebody showing off, look away if it's going to be tempting, and it's up to you. And it's hard work, but
Yeah,
it
like
is what it is.
I get it, but also like another thing that I noticed recently in life, that like life is not that serious, man. Like I know like some people take life really seriously, and I'm one of those people too. And I get it, bro. Like
Yeah,
everyone has a point in their lives where they take it too seriously. But then like I noticed like after a moment in my life, I'm just like life is not that serious, man. And
it doesn't
honestly,
be.
yeah, exactly. And like when you're constantly emphasizing on a lot of things, I feel like you start to overthink and start to create like these things in your head where you start like having issues with a lot of things, which I noticed in myself. I'm speaking from my experience because with me, what I did was I emphasized on so many aspects in my life, and that even it was the smallest things, and I made it into big things for no reason whatsoever. Large issues that did not need to even be an issue in the first place. And all I did was make that worse for me by just emphasizing on it. So like when you say like, just look away or just not think of it. You know what I mean? Like you need to have self-control with yourself, man. Like, and I know it's a start from looking away, right? I'm not saying, but I'm just saying like I don't know. I
Like
don't know.
get in the zone, kind of like that. I mean, not that.
Yeah. Like because like when you're in the environment as well, like also know that you're in a public environment, you know what I mean? To
Yeah,
like to not have those thoughts, you know what I mean? You're in a public area.
yeah, but that
Yeah,
only happens
and
like for me if I go out by myself, and if I
I get
am
that.
because
yeah,
if I'm
Yeah.
going out with somebody else and I am enjoying the moment, I'm not even going to think about it. Like a lot of times
Yeah.
I hang out with Nick and I just focus on talking to Nick, and it's different. But if I am by myself, that's when I start to have kind of those issues. But I know how to overcome it. That's the good thing that
yeah,
I'm learning, like, to recognize it, and that's why the recognition is the for me the most important step, the first step. Because you're recognizing this is where temptation is happening, and now
Hmm.
after that, the step after the recognition, you need to intervene immediately. You know, you need
yeah,
to recognize that this is what I'm feeling. So the intervention is to have an action that is going to make you think of something else, like go for a
Mm.
walk, like meditation, breathing, praying, take a break, exercising, like just thinking about something else immediately. That is the best step to be able to overcome the temptation at that moment. So
I agree,
what
man.
what are
I agree.
things
yeah.
what are
Me too.
things like that you guys will do, like when you start to recognize it and now you are saying I need to stop thinking about it. Like, what will be the things that you will do?
Nick, you want to start?
Sure. I just want to add, like, plus I was talking to someone that, like, I was self conscious about going to the gym. So when I walked in, everyone was looking at themselves in the mirror. So no one
That
really
is
looked.
exactly the issue that
Yeah.
I also feel it, bro. This is why I don't really like going that much. I only go like maybe once or twice a week to my gym.
Yeah.
And I mean the problem also, bro. I used to go to another gym. This other gym for me personally, I enjoy it more because it had good music. Like the vibe was amazing. Now this gym that I'm going to now, it doesn't really have music, and it's a. I know I'm not gonna say the name, right? Because then like they're gonna be like, oh shit, like what the fuck.
We're not trying to
But
get sued, bro.
I don't want to get sued, bro. You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah.
like, and there's a lot of young people in this gym, like way too many young people, and like that's also that's why I'm learning to recognize that, oh, this is why this is happening. You know, it's like a new environment. But it is completely true what he's saying, because when you are in a place, and this happened to me also when I was in Spain, where there's like eh, the big people, you know, muscular, and even there are girls that are more muscular than me, bro. And I, of course, I'm gonna feel intimidated, because it's like, oh, like all these people that they're used to going here, and I'm new. You know, you feel like you're new. So
Yeah,
of
you feel
course,
left out. You don't
Yeah.
feel like you're a part of it, and that definitely with me it was the same thing too. Like for my gym, is very expensive, and I didn't know what I was putting myself into. Anyways, I get the subscription, go inside. Everyone is like wearing their, I don't know, they're wearing like designer clothing. Everyone is like just being
Yeah.
expensive. You know what I mean? And I'm just
they're
there.
showing
I
off. They're
promise
showing off.
you. Yeah, like, and I'm just there wearing my shit clothes because I'm working out in my garbage clothes. So, my good clothes don't get ruined. And, like, yeah, definitely it's isolating. But also with that, when you push yourself to do something you're uncomfortable with, you start achieving greatness, bro.
Yeah.
When you push yourself to do something you're not comfortable with, I'm telling you, you grow. And each
Yeah.
time you do that, the more you do that, the more normalized you get, the more you condition yourself to it, and then you do a
Yeah.
lot of things in life, man. And life gets really like it gets really cool from there, bro. That's how I can say it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And we don't feel like they're gonna judge us for working out in the gym, no matter what
Yeah.
size we
No,
are.
nobody's gonna
So
judge you,
they're
bro.
just gonna they're
Obviously,
just doing their own
people of
workouts
course,
by them, looking
there are
at
people of
themselves in
all
the mirror.
sizes there, bro. What's up? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and they look at themselves in the mirror while they're working out. They just focus on themselves,
That's what I'm
so they don't
saying, bro.
really
It's
pay
like
attention.
that they
Yeah.
show us, you know, and then all these like live streamers. Luckily, on my gym there is none of that, you know. Like at least my gym is like with the issues that some gyms have because of content creators. It's not even like 1/10 of that extremity, you know. That extremity for me, I will be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy or this girl? Like, you know, I will be like, damn, like, you know,
I
like.
know. I swear. Like it does be like that though. I don't know. Like there was this one man, yeah, like I don't know. He's like at like he's like 40 or 50 or something. He's working out. Respects, right? Respects to the guy. He's still working out. But like he's like every set and he's like staring at himself in the mirror too. He's like, I know I get the groans, bro. But like he's like, oh, and he's like flexing and looking at himself in the mirror too. Like he's thinking
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. That's
He's a
just
gym
something
bro.
to add. He's a gym bro.
He's a gym
Where's
shark.
my pre-workout?
He's gym sharks. Scary mate.
Gym Sharks. This video is sponsored by Gym Shark.
Yeah.
Yo, Renato, when are you getting a gym sponsor though?
Man, I was talking to the guys that certify me, ISSA right here,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I need to I need to first have a job, you know. I need to be working at the gym and have
I get it. I
some
get it.
clients, you know what I mean?
Maybe some Celsius though. Celsius. What is that energy drink called, bro? There's this energy drink
Oh
called
yeah.
Celsius or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like It became like a trend or something.
Yeah, I like to drink Rain energy drink.
Rain, bro.
Yeah,
You guys have some
every day.
good soda.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh my
you know,
god,
like Messi actually, Messi, you know, like the soccer player,
Yeah.
the footballer, he launched a brand, he launched a brand of energy drinks that is looks exactly like fucking Prime right here, bro. Exactly
Prime
like
no
is
Prime,
way.
and it's called like Mass Plus. And now like
Mass
because
Plus?
yeah, and now KSI and Logan Paul are trying to sue Messi, bro. And
Yeah.
like there's a bunch of memes
I like.
about that.
Can you show us all your Prime collection? Like just one of.
Yeah.
Just, what is I see? It's like yellow and
Bro, that's
blue.
lemon lime,
Yeah.
ice pop,
Yeah, Prime is pretty.
meta moon, strawberry banana. I think it's like, do they have more flavors now? Like I don't know how many flavors they have. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They have like 20 flavors so far.
Sometimes I see it at the gas station. Prime.
Oh
Mr.
my god.
These chocolate
So
feastables.
can you share screen?
Mass Plus. No, I'm looking at Mass Plus, bro. Sorry. Hold
Bro,
on.
put share screen, share screen.
All right, 1 second.
You see what I mean, bro? It's exactly the same. Like what the fuck?
What happened?
Like Mass Plus is exactly like Prime. You know what I mean?
No, it literally is though. Like that's insane. Like look at that.
Wait, what?
Uh,
Yeah, you see what I
one
mean,
time,
bro? What the fuck, right?
Bro, it literally looks like Prime, fam.
It's a fucking ripoff.
Oh my god. Wait,
Operation
what is Operation Messi Prime?
Operation Repo. The Repo. Have you seen the Repo Reaper?
Bro,
Taking it.
I'm gonna open my door because I'm like heating like crazy, bro.
Where is Mass Plus from?
It's like on the Miami area, I think. Something like that.
Hmm. Publix. Do you guys have Publix down there?
Publix? I don't
Yeah.
think so, dude. I've
I
never seen the
think
Publix.
it's Miami.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Bliss.
Nice sunglasses, dude.
Think, bro, it's the blue light, you know, so that you
Have
are
you
able to keep
have you seen
watching
a
the
Snapchat?
screen at a certain time and still produce melatonin naturally. So crazy. What are you doing? Oh, shit, he's doing
I
some
got my
shit.
green lights glasses. It's to stop me from seeing bullshit.
Good shit.
Everyone get your sunglasses. No one feels left out here. Do you have sunglasses, Nick?
No, I don't.
Then I'm sorry, I'm not part of the gang.
Let's keep going with the steps, alright?
Okay, let's go.
Step three.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hey, put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on. Oh
There's,
damn, brother. The water,
The swim goggles.
the water park. Let's go.
yeah. You can see.
Alright, dude, we are staying like this for the whole fucking stream, man.
Let's do it.
With the fucking glasses.
Okay, but yeah, going to the next step. You were saying.
Yeah, step three is going to be to change your environment if you can't if you can't stop thinking about it. If you there's a point where you're like, fuck, I need to watch porn. You just need to change your environment, dude. It's a must. So, for example, you know, for me, there is a place where I always feel tempted. Is whenever I am doing homework. Whenever I'm doing
Mm.
homework, my assignments or study time. I mean, the stress of starting it, especially at the beginning, that's kind of like playing with my head, and that's when I start to feel like I want to watch it. So, some solutions can be to go to a library, study at the library, study outside with the light, with the sun. Use blue light glasses. This really help also with pornography. This really help because it kind of makes it so that like it's not like the screen doesn't have the same energy. so it's not as appealing. You know what I mean?
And also because you have time, you're not like staying up all night and having time to do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because like you're going to sleep right away, like you should. You're not on your phone. You just, or I mean, you are on your phone, but like you're not getting the impacts of your phone. You see it, boom, go to sleep, and then wake up the next day.
Yeah,
That's how it
the
should
thing
be.
is that
But
this is
in
the time where you're producing melatonin naturally, and like you can also get. I also have my sleeping pills just in case, but like
mm-hmm.
it has to do also your time, like the times that you eat. Like there's a certain time where you're not supposed to eat after like 8 p.m. Like it's better to avoid eating after 8 p.m. because then your stomach is going to start to process the food and it's not going to let you sleep. So these are like life hacks that you can use so that like it processes melatonin naturally and you actually want to go to sleep at a certain time and wake up early at the next day.
I'm not even gonna lie. I had no idea about that, and I understand now why I have been having sleep issues because I have been eating really late, like
Yeah,
very
bro,
late.
it's
So I
yeah.
feel like during that time where my stomach is processing the food, I'm just awake for like till like
Okay.
3 a.m. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never knew that. Thanks, bro. Jeez.
It's very common, bro. It's kind of I also had to those mistakes, especially if you eat processed food. That's kind of like the worst that you can eat. I mean, you can eat like soft, like a yogurt, like mainly like maybe like oatmeal, like to drink the oatmeal, you know. But like avoid eating like processed food, especially like, you know like those memes where it's like playing Fortnite with my friends and eating the like eating chips. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, those memes.
Yeah, make healthier life choices. I feel like that's the best
Yeah.
option. It's just to be healthy overall, and it like going to gym, or working out or having something, going for a walk, like get your blood like going to the point where at the end of the day you could sit down in your bed and go to sleep, you know?
Bro,
Like
this is a
you're,
really good technique. I read
mm.
it in a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's called the
Oh,
2 minute
that's a good
rule.
book.
This is a really
That's a
good
good
book.
book.
It's called the
Yeah.
2 minute rule. So what you do is so of course we're human beings. Sometimes we have hard time switching from one task to the next. But let's say that you have to study, right? So you have to say in your brain, okay, I'm just gonna study for 2 minutes. All right, I'm gonna try to avoid every temptation, and I have to study, so I'm just gonna do it for 2 minutes, and that's it.
Mhm.
And you start to do it, and you can even time yourself. And after 2 minutes pass, you'll be surprised because your brain is already conditioned to want to continue. And that is a good trick that you can use for any good behavior, because now you can like if you need to be more productive, you know how to do it. Do it for 2 minutes, and then you're gonna be surprised because your brain is gonna want to continue whatever activity that you're doing. That 2 minute
Yeah.
rule, bro. It's
the
incredible.
the reward system, because like you're rewarding yourself with the good behavior that you're doing, and
Yeah.
that's something that's very good, bro, very healthy for yourself. You understand that with like a good action comes with a reward, like very good, man. Yeah, you're right.
Appreciate it, bro. So now, step 4 is how do you prevent the temptation from happening? So
Mm.
there are different steps. Like no, sorry, there are different techniques for this, but it also
A
has to
lot.
do It all has to do with your daily routine. It all has to do with what do you do every day. Lately, what I've been doing is I have a journal, and every night I try to write what I did during the day, and it's so therapeutical, bro. Like I woke up, I had breakfast, like whatever. Like, you just write what you did, and also that bad things that you did, you also write on there, and it kind of like helps your brain to compete against itself. It's like, oh, tomorrow I'm not gonna be doing this thing that I did today because I wanna be able to have a better day than I had yesterday because you're writing,
Mm.
and
You're
that's
right,
amazing, bro. That is an amazing technique
man.
for
Journaling does like
yeah.
change and impact people's lives, and that's the thing, it's not for everyone, but still try it out. Like you never know until you try journaling out to see, like people that like are first hesitant. I know a lot of people that were first hesitant about journaling. Like I have 4 friends that I suggested journaling to. 4 of them did it, and 4 of them to this day do journaling now. You know, they love journaling. Like it helps them with, it's like, it's not a task either. It's something you want to do within the end of the day. You're looking forward to the end of the day. Yes, sir. And yeah, guys, like I definitely recommend it, bro. Bro got the pages filled up. Yeah, I totally recommend it. Like
Yeah.
I agree with Renato, bro. Like I agree with you, man. Like journaling does, like, it's so therapeutic towards the end of the day. It gives you something to look forward to towards the end of the day. It makes you want to do things throughout the day so you can write them down on paper at the end, you know? I agree, man. Really
Yeah,
healthy.
for real, it's so good. And then, of course, it's important to have a good sleep, at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. And
Mm-hmm.
not even I am like no one is perfect, of course.
No one's perfect, bro. No
There
one.
are days that I only sleep like 6 hours, 5 hours. Of course, like there are days where it's hard to sleep. I made mistakes. I keep making mistakes, but I am trying to do better. And it's important, like also having time with your friends, like we're doing right now. Like
Yeah,
this is super therapeutic. I think this is the most therapeutical thing, like out of all, because you're connecting with other people and you're feeling that you're connected.
definitely.
So
And that's one thing that I was as well. What I feel like is the issue with pornography is people feel like they can't reach out, which I understand as well. I get, right? Some people don't want to talk about it, which is why it becomes harder for people to socialize with each other, which is the main issue. I feel like is not being able to have that social interaction. You know what I mean? Because what happens is the person doesn't talk to anyone, they feel alone, they feel isolated, and then they just boil up with these emotions. Do you know what I mean? With these thoughts as well. And it just gets worse. The addiction gets worse. They don't have someone to go up to them and tell them, hey, like you have an issue, you need to work on yourself, and I'm here for you. They don't have that. And when they don't have that, they resort to OnlyFans. They resort to cam girls. They resort
yeah,
to
sometimes it's happens
different
that
beliefs.
they get to a mental state where they don't even believe in themselves anymore. So
Exactly. And then they're just hopeless. They think they're hopeless and they just sit down. But bro, no one is hopeless. You guys all still have a chance. Everyone still has a chance. And it's never too late, man. Never too late. And I'm speaking for myself too. Because I had moments where I felt hopeless too. I still sometimes do. And it's completely
and I
normal.
think
But it's never.
I think that is the most important step now, bro. This is the last step.
Hmm.
Avoid shaming yourself if you fail, because you are going to fail. You know, I might have said all the steps. Doesn't matter. At some point in the future, you are going to fail, and when that happens, the most important thing is to not shame yourself. That guilt feeling, that guilty feeling that you feel whenever after you do it, like that feeling of disappointment, the feeling of, oh man, what have I done? Don't, bro. You did it. It's in the past. It's over. Like, don't shame yourself. That is the most important step, bro.
Hmm.
Because your journey is unique and needs to have relapses to learn from your mistakes. We all learn from failures. We learn because we fail. We fail, and then you are like, okay, what did I do? Instead of, dude, this is what you need to do. Switch your mentality. Instead of like talking negative things to yourself and be like, oh, how can I have done it? Analyze the situation. What happened? Why did I got myself into this situation today? Like, what was I thinking? Like, what was the environment like? Analyze. And now, because you analyze, you are not going to repeat that behavior again. You're not never, bro. I don't know if you realize this about life, but when you make a mistake, like you don't repeat that same mistake. Like you make different kinds of mistakes, but you don't do the same mistake twice, because you learned from the first time, like this is what happened. And that's why I did not enjoy that experience, so now I don't want to repeat it. So
I
that's why
agree,
it's
but also I think that there are some people out there that don't know how to help themselves, and that they love, like, people out there do love giving up, and people love being hard on themselves, and people love being shameful to themselves, and that's how some people get off at getting attention and getting people to say no, 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 like fishing for compliments. But I'm telling, like, I want to say that if you're one of those people, please do not do that, and please all know that you know, get validation from yourself, work yourself
Yourself,
out to the
exactly.
point where you get your own validation. Don't look for validation from others to the point where you're willing to throw yourself down so they could stand over you and try to help you out, because no one's gonna, like, there's gonna be people that do that, but rarely, man. And you have to be there for yourself, and you have to be there for each other. You know what I mean? For your loved ones. And it just all goes down to healthy choices, I feel like, bro. And not being toxic with yourself whenever you mess up, because I do that a lot, bro. When you mess up, don't beat yourself up over it. Rather, just like you said, Ronaldo, think about what you could do to not repeat the same mistake. Or, what did I do wrong? Instead of just saying, I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot, and making yourself feel way worse. You're right, man. I
I
Exactly.
feel
agree.
that take life seriously, so serious. Like you said that.
The what?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to be so hard on ourselves. Just
No,
take
exactly,
it.
man. We don't have to feel that
Yeah.
we're the
You're
worst
right.
because we failed, because this is something like, it's an addiction, bro. Me personally, I'm always, all my life, I'm gonna be addicted to pornography. All my life. So for me, it's an addiction that the best way for me to overcome it is to accept that I have the addiction, and to find ways for me to avoid giving into the temptation of the addiction. And that's why I recognize sometimes that, like, I have the problem. I know how to step away from it, and for me that is the best strategy. Like self forgiveness, self love, and having compassion, and also the mind, bro. It is the strongest force in the universe. Like, it creates your reality, so you can visualize yourself succeeding. You can visualize yourself that you will succeed, and you're gonna succeed. And that's a trick that I learned, kind of to improve upon, you know. And it's helping me a lot, bro. To be honest, it's making me accomplish my tasks, accomplish my goals. It's really important to have that mentality.
Just a note to add as well is what you give to your brain is what your brain will give to you. Do you know?
Yeah,
Like it's a part of you, you know? So if you're constantly giving it shit and being hard on yourself and taking, like, if you're just going to that direction, your brain is going to go that direction. Like your brain is a mechanism, whatever you give it, it will work on what with its resources. So if you're constantly giving it shit and yourself is giving your brain shit, what do you think is gonna happen? You know, like I honestly, what do you think is gonna happen to yourself? You're not gonna feel good at all. You're just destroying yourself even more. You're joining with the other people that are doubting you already, and you basically saying, I played all my cards, now I give up. Never. Never, bro. And like it's tough. This is not a simple conversation, and that it's an issue that's global. And no matter what, man, at the end of the day, Renato, you know your own body more than anyone else. But I feel like there's still a way for you to quit pornography, man.
Yeah.
Like as much as you think right now, like you're fixed on saying I'm addicted for life, I don't think so. Like I still believe you could still like quit it, bro. I just feel like you're just taking the wrong steps to it. Like there's always more things you could do, man. There's always more. And that's for me too. That's for everyone. But like everyone has their own steps, everyone has their own progress, right? That's why I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying I feel like I want to believe that you can. And that's why I believe that. Do you know what I mean? I believe that you can. I feel like you're you've spent too much time on it to the point where you think I'm I'm addicted for life. But no, man. I believe you can. And that goes with everyone else. To like no matter what, man. You could do it 5 times a day. I still believe you can quit because everyone can. And maybe not quit, but you can decrease the amount.
and
That's from an unhealthy amount to a healthy amount. Do you know what I mean? Like
exactly, and that's kind of what I've, bro, compared to before I even knew about nofap and the effects of pornography. And those were dark times in my life because I was damaging myself and I had no idea about it. And that was like 5 years ago. And comparing that to now, the improvement has been like huge, bro. It's been tremendous. But of course, bro, it's not going to be easy to overcome an addiction that has been like of damaging has been damaging my brain for half my life. It started when I was like 10 years old. So of course it's not going to be easy to be like, oh, I'm I quit and I am free. I have overcome the problem. I know it takes it's gonna take a lot of time, but I am hopeful too, bro, because I recognize sometimes, for example, this is something that 3 years ago I didn't know it was affecting me, but now I know it affects me, my relationships. So there are some people that affect the way that I think because there are some groups that might be damaging for my mental health. Like it's like groups where it doesn't matter if I am here, if I am not here, like make you feel like invisible. Uh, I used to have those groups, and those of course may affect the mental health because it makes you feel subconsciously that you're not important for them,
Yeah.
and this is a group that you're trying to fit in, and then you know that this there's this picture. A lot of moms send this on the and my mom always send this picture like on the family group and everything. It's kind of like when you try to fit in where you don't belong, you hurt yourself. Like the puzzle that breaks itself up just to fit in into the puzzle piece. You know what I mean? Don't do that, bro. If you don't fit in, it's because you don't fit in. Period. Like you are, and it's not bad. It's good because you realize that your value is connected with higher a higher purpose. And for me, I feel
You're saying with people that are that like you're saying in a negative environment though. You're saying with
negative
negative people,
environment.
right? Not just in a general environment, but you just
Yeah,
mean with the people. Like I just want to clarify that, right? Just with the negative people, like you said, the people that have
yeah, the people
damaged.
where you don't fit in, where you don't belong. Like if your purpose is to belong in a healthy community, the healthy community is going to help you because healthy communities help each other. That's what they do. Like I'm not even talking about religion or I'm talking about like the human is you feel the energy of the human being when the human being is actually
Yeah,
genuinely concerned about you feel that energy to where you can be vulnerable, you can talk to, and you know that other person is not going to judge you, that person is here to help you, and that's the kind of energy. At the end, we're all looking
yeah,
for that kind of
you
energy.
Yeah, and you could tell when someone genuinely cares for you, but also that can also be your issue where you have a trouble seeing that people actually care for you because you're insecure with yourself. That's another issue that I've seen a lot is where in relationships or with friendships, there's two partners, one partner is complimenting the other partner and that other partner doesn't believe that partner
Yeah,
just because they're so insecure with themselves. Do you know what I mean? That person can love you the most, but just because you're insecure with yourself, you start to push people away. I'm guilty for that, and it's not the best emotion, and it's not the best environment to be in. It's not the best anything. And I feel like just please be aware of the people that love you and love your mom and dad. And that's another thing, too. Just love your parents, man. You don't deserve your mom. I don't deserve my mom. You don't deserve your moms. No one deserves their moms, man. Like, parents are the keystone to like anything, bro. And just love the parents, love your family, love the people that love you, man. And I feel like with that, you get yourself out of that social, like your isolation. You start to branch out with other people. And social. You need to be social. And I'm not saying you go outside and talk with everyone, but I'm just saying keep in touch with the people you love. And I feel like that's just healthy for you in general. That's just my take on it. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, of course. My point of view, I to quit porn was it was really tough, and it's being too hard on myself.
Yeah,
And
man.
then it was funny. I found this Reddit forum called 90 Day No Fat. Have you all heard of that?
I heard of like the child.
My
Yeah.
record was like 2 months, bro. That was my record.
Yeah.
Like,
So when I had to go like for the emergency thing, they asked me on a 90-day program. Like thought it was 90-day. So they
bro, honestly, it's very positive. I really recommend at least like 1 week where you are like abstinent.
it,
Like
it was
I
Yeah.
really
impossible.
recommend it, bro. I really recommend it. It does wonders to your mental health.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. Nick, you're saying?
Yeah, it was like the 90-day program, and for to help my schizophrenia, like it helped me forget about like porn. I just totally forgot about it after 90 days because I couldn't. It was impossible to use the phone.
Oh yeah, when you were in the hospital. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true. When
I
when I
just
was in the base, it was kind of similar because since you have no phones, like you really have no reason to watch it.
because
You know.
it's not impossible. You just gotta like if it gets too extreme, just destroy your phone. I guess for 90 days
Mm.
and see.
And
Yeah. I
how do
swear.
you feel, bro? Like, do you feel better after 90 days without like what like the change in mentality that you had now like during the hospital because of not watching porn?
Yeah, after that, I just felt like even a phone was useless because I could just use like a home phone. Like that's
Yeah,
you just pick.
I agree with you. I remember when I was in the base and they only took like
Yeah,
30 minutes. After 1 week that I talked to my mom, I did what I wanted. I talked to my dad, I did what I wanted. So after that, and I didn't have a phone, and then I was like, bro, and I was like 5 days, 6 days. It's like I don't even miss my phone. I don't even miss it.
yeah,
Like I have nothing to do with my phone, and it's so
and
true, bro. It's so true. At the end, these things over here, when you have social media, like it's only to distract yourself. And honestly, today nowadays, I don't even enjoy anymore watching TikToks or anything like that. Like honestly, it's kind of something. It's like cheap consumption. It's cheap consumption, and it affects the brain. It has negative effects. Like I much rather live real life, dude. I feel way better like this.
uh,
Not
how
watching
would you?
my cell phone.
How about you try like put your phone like in a safe for like 90 days, see what it's like. You just and you tell someone else the code so you can't access it.
Yeah,
So you
that's fun.
like just put it in a safe like a box or something.
Yeah. Like because you can't like access it in case if you want to like get the urge to your friend won't give it to you.
No, bro.
Yeah, give me the phone. TikTok.
That'd be a cool thing to do, bro.
No, that is a good idea. You should sell that idea. Make some millions off that.
Thought of it,
Yeah,
right?
bro, but it's crazy, man. Because nowadays, even like, I mean, I think we grew up on on this generation where like the kids like they grow up with cell phones, so that is very
I'm
very good.
me being one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the problem with that is that like it kind of affects your imagination. Like normally kids play, like that's the normal. Kids play, but kids need to play based on imagination, based on creativity. Now
Thinking.
Doing
thinking,
puzzles, drawing stuff.
yeah. Now
Literally thinking.
scrolling, it limits your creativity with the scrolling. You are like constantly watching a new video every like 6 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever, and it's new information like per 30 seconds, new information every 30 seconds. That's too much, bro. That is too fast. That is too fast. So
Dreams too, like scrolling in our dream.
yeah,
Yeah.
90-day
Yo.
in my head, I was just scrolling. I just saw with him, but then slowly went away.
For me, with me it was just too much PS3, man. But like I know people that do the scrolling thing. Like when they're sleeping, like they're just like scrolling. They're like, "What the hell? Where's my phone?" Yeah, man. It is really destructive, bro. And I've heard so many people talk about phones, and yet it's not decreasing. The issue is only growing when like people understand the issue that it is phones. Everyone, if you ask anyone they will be like, yes, it's my phone. I spent too much time on my phone. If you ask your parents, oh, it's always the phone. It's you and your phone, whatever, right? It's always the phone. People don't act on it though, because there's areas in life where the phone is required, I guess. Like now, apparently schools are requiring phones now. I'm not even sure. Like that's what I heard from my previous high school. Like you needed to have a phone in high school. I know there's one thing of a cell phone, but then there's also this device that makes you distracted for hours. You know?
No está bien. No bueno.
But I think that's what happened.
We should all try the 90-day program. See what
90-day no phone program.
Yeah.
No phone,
Just-
no FAP, no
impossible.
no work.
Right.
no technology. No technology.
Bronze Age.
Monk Full monk mode. That's it, bro. Monk mode.
Full monk mode.
That's all you have to do for 90 days, bro. Meditation. Full
Yo.
You gonna try that for another? Try the 90-day thing? See how it's like.
I probably will try. You know what? I'll try 90 days. No Instagram, bro. Look, this is my Instagram application right here.
But you don't need.
I'm about to delete it. I just deleted my Instagram. Oh wait, delete it, bro. No more Instagram. There you go.
No more Instagram.
I always delete it from once. The only dude is really a life hack because I was totally addicted to Instagram. Every day posting a different story, bro. Every day. Like when I came back from the army, I was totally addicted. Like every freaking day, I was posting a story, bro. It was like I was living on Instagram land, and it was like my life. My life was, oh, what is this guy doing? What is, bro? It's so toxic, man. No, bro. That's so toxic. Like,
see, when do you see what happens when you emphasize and overemphasize on things? It gets bad. Like you overemphasized on Instagram. Like you spent too much time on it, and then you start reaching out too much, and then people think you're clingy, and then you start forming opinions, and it gets worse.
Yeah.
Like don't over exaggerate things. Like yeah.
Yeah, try for you to just cut out the phone altogether. Just no phone.
Honestly.
Just use their.
Bro, I was even thinking of getting like one of these old Nokias and just adding all of my friends' numbers and friends and stuff like that, and that's it, bro. Just like,
1 second.
like a Nokia, you know? Just
Okay.
a Nokia. And
Like
you know,
an-
it's like less technology, less problems. I think it's
Maybe
it's
the
getting back into
next-
the old times. What's up?
And then the next podcast we do, we can talk about trying to get rid of the phone altogether, just for 90 days.
Just for
Right.
90 days without a phone, bro.
Because you said you struggle with porn, but and it always connects with the phone. But if you take
Yeah,
out the phone, then
exactly.
because you're gonna
Phone
use Instagram,
and with the screens, yeah, dude, it's true, bro. It's true.
Yeah,
You're
you can just-
absolutely right.
or just looking. Yeah, just a home
I'll
phone.
definitely consider it. But the thing is that I need
Wanna-
to get like a Nokia, you know, like because
Yeah, wanna-
to be in contact with friends and family, I need a
Yeah.
device, and I think the Nokia might be good enough. You know?
Yeah, or like a phone with just buttons. Like that. Is that what you're saying?
Just like a little phone. But the thing is that, like, for example, like now without Instagram, I really don't have any reason to be distracted. You know, like I only honestly YouTube, bro. 90 days no YouTube. That might be a good challenge. Like
I mean-
avoiding YouTube, bro. Imagine 90 days without reels, without watching reels. Like after 90 days, we're gonna be like super smart. You know what I mean? Just 90 days, zero YouTube, zero reels. Oh shit, that's what I mean, dude. That's what we need.
Hey.
That's what we all need, bro. Or like
Bro,
wiki.
This it does wonders, bro. The Nokia is the brick of phone, bro. This thing will never break. This thing is made to last, bro. These are cool too. They're stylish too. They're
Actually,
very
man,
small.
it looks like a remote, bro. Honestly, it looks like a TV remote.
Yeah, like all you do is call your friend and say, "Yo, let's hang out." Okay, that's it. No scrolling, no TikTok, no notification,
Fuck
nothing.
the other shit,
Just
bro.
call your friend. Yo, man, let's go to the park. Okay, boom, that's it.
Maybe it's
Done.
on Amazon.
You can get secondhand too on Facebook Marketplace. Really good. Facebook Marketplace. You don't need to get it new. There's people that sell it with the battery and all the accessories too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust. But anyways,
Yeah.
I think this is a good place to end the podcast. Do you think, Renato?
Our phone's over, cut it in half, get in.
It's done. Where's the scissors?
Where's my phone?
Where's my phone?
We got to film ourselves.
Hey, guys,
Bro, my phone is already
it's broken. A little bit broken.
bro, it is like damaged.
I got to film Renato hammering his phone with a hammer. Damn,
Hammer time.
Pick Thor's hammer.
Bro.
Made for this.
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, I just want to say, like, dude, I'm really thankful for you too, bro. For real, you guys are really important for me. And
Of course, man.
I'll give you a hug, each of you right now, man. Like, for real.
Thank you.
You know, I know for me it's kind of hard sometimes to express emotions, but you two are like really important for me. You know, you're like,
Yeah, man. And we're here for each other, you know, and that's what we're trying to promote is to reconcile with, you know, your loved ones.
yeah.
You know, whenever you're in a hard situation, know that there are people out there and there's support out there. You know, like how we're helping each other. Like, make sure this specifically to the audience that if you are feeling any negative emotions, just like us, like you can just hop on a call, talk with your friends or talk with your parents, talk with anyone, but someone that cares for you. You know what I mean? Someone that genuinely wants to listen to you. I mean that. Someone who wants to listen to you. Have someone that listens to you. You know what I mean?
Dude, like at least for me, bro, like one situation is that I agree to I love my parents to death, obviously, but for me it is different. Like having a relationship with friends for me is different because with friends I can talk about a topic and I'm not gonna get judged. Like my parents judge me in a different style. At least that's my relationship.
Yeah.
Especially
And
with my dad. That's my relationship with him. So with him, I'm never gonna be able to have the same confidence that I have with you guys, and with my mom, I don't really have that kind of relationship either because I also struggle like emotionally to express my feelings because for her it might be overwhelming sometimes.
yeah.
So in that sense, like that's kind of a little bit about the difference, and I agree with you when you say that like spend time with my parents, but like for me I don't really feel it is kind of the same as when I hang out with you guys. You know, I
No,
feel kind of
100%. And I understand. I just meant like anyone that like listens to you. Like it could be some people speak. I know my friends like they speak with their parents when they have like a hard time, but it's like different with everyone else. Like I don't go to my parents either. Whenever I have an issue, I talk with my friends normally. Like, you know, everyone has a different way of processing it. And I'm just saying that like you have resources out there and your parents normally are the safety net, you know, and they're there for you no matter what, you know.
says my dad, like, we are the best friends you're ever gonna have. He always says that.
And that's true. Like
Yeah,
that is in a way because they're gonna always be there for you if that makes sense. You know, like they're your parents and they're gonna always be there. You know, no matter what.
I see that, of course.
Yeah,
Like it's just that they're
you have that social barrier, right?
they are my parents. It's kind of I wish, bro, because I know there are people that have relationships with their parents that are like really cool, as if they were two more friends. And with me, sometimes it's like that, and sometimes it's not. And for me, I wish it could be more like that, but sometimes I just feel sad. And when I feel sad, I just don't want to see them because I feel that my energy, I don't want to like have to like I don't want that energy to be contagious to them or to any member of my family because
You don't want to go to someone and open up only to just get rejected and say that your feelings mean nothing and that you know you're just making bullshit excuses to yourself. Yeah, definitely. And that's what a lot of parents like to resort to, and that is why it's more understandable to go to people, in your age group, someone that's living in the same generation as you, grew up with the same or just near to your age, that you understand the same emotions, you all went through the same things, and that's why it's more relatable in that sense, I feel like. Yeah, man. And yeah, you might not have the like relationship with your parents to like go and open up to them, but at the end of the day, you still have, parents at the end of the day, you still have friends to talk to at the
Because
end of
at
the
the
day,
end, if I ever say something that, hey, I don't like this, I don't like this thing that you do, I don't like that's when they take it personal, and that's when they are not going to listen to you. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the same with you or with Nick. I don't know, but at least that's something common with me. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. It differs with everyone's parents and everyone's families, but yeah, it is difficult. I find that it's difficult sometimes to reach out to my parents and just be honest with them, because I'm scared that my mom's gonna overreact, and I'm scared that my dad's gonna start getting angry at me. I totally understand that, and that is why be careful with who you're opening up to, and that's why I choose the people that is your support group wisely.
And bro,
People that genuinely
like parents are super wise, dude. Like they already know everything. Literally,
they do.
if you're hiding a secret, they already know, bro. Like
Yeah, they know you, man. They're the ones who made you. They'll know you better than anyone. Like yeah. But yeah.
and
Anyone else would like to add anything?
what's up, Nick? I see you trying to say something.
Yeah, I want to film myself with a hammer breaking my phone. So it'll be like
Shit.
back to like it's like I'm always on it. It's getting tiring to just have it.
Time? What is your screen time?
I'm not sure, but I can look it up though. But like I know I can get a hammer, run it over
You just want to
with the like. Yeah, I'm just tired of it.
Whatever day you decide to do that, let me be there. I want to be there. I want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm like, so tell someone to film it.
Definitely. Ask Renato to film it, man. It'll be entertaining. I know for a fact. It's healthy, entertaining, and really educational.
Hey, bro,
Like,
let me know, and we can make a video like breaking my phone for $1,000, something like that. You know. Like,
yeah,
we'll make a creative title, and we'll make a viral video. Bro.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Creative title.
We'll get a dumb phone from Amazon.com.
Yeah.
No, knockoff Nokia. Pokia. Okay. Anyways,
That's all I want to say.
do your outro, Renato. How do you do your outro?
Yeah. This has been the Alpha Master, and guys, if you ever feel like watching pornography, if you ever feel like watching pornography, just remember that you're not alone. You're not alone. We all deal with this situation, and it's important to have a group of people that you can trust, because it's something that you're not supposed to go through it alone. It's like alone is never the answer. It's like, oh, I can do this by myself now, bro. You need help, and it's not bad that you need help. It means that you're human, because we're human beings, and as human beings, vulnerability is the best way to grow. It's the best way. Being vulnerable and being like, I'm not perfect, I need help, and you grow like that, bro. And you get amazing friends like the two that I have right here. If you have the blessing of having friends like that, bro. I mean, even if you don't have friends like that, I can be your friend. You know, if you're watching this video, I can be your friend, because I love helping people, and just reach out and be like, hey, yo, I'm dealing with this, you know. And it's maybe you may feel embarrassed that you're dealing with that, but you're not alone, because we also deal with this. Like, it's super common in this generation. And the best way to deal with it is to be vulnerable and to have a support group. And I think
And to open up.
To open up, obviously, bro. You need to open up and just get
understanding that, yeah, understanding you're not alone as well, and that everyone else is fighting the battle all together, and that it's better to be all together than just be separate.
Yeah. Break that. Just cut all ties to the phone instead of just deleting Instagram because you're just gonna get tempted again.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Good.
We're waiting for the day that Nicholas destroys his phone. Until then,
Yeah,
this has been.
Let me know when you want to destroy your phone, bro. I'll be here for you, bro.
Thanks, bro. You
We'll
can
do
film
a
it.
viral video.
Yeah.
We'll get some.
Thank you guys for watching. It's been Ify. Oh, sorry. It's been AK. It's been AK.
The two letters that are on my mask, bro.
It's been AK and Nick and Casillas goalkeeper and Jake Paul.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm Jake Paul. Like, what the fuck?
You changed your name.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
He joined my Discord once, and then he changed his name.
I just stay with Jake Paul. It's been Jake Paul.
That's right.
Thank you guys. I'm gonna beat Mike Tyson. Prayers. I'm gonna beat Mike Tyson in August. And thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been the Alpha Master.